selfless, but lust is absolutely selfish. Because you will get what you want at the expense of someone else. You don't care if you brought that person's feelings. You don't care if you want to do what you want to do. Potiphar's wife locked eyes on Joseph. Oh, fine Hebrew man. Didn't see him as a covenant child. Didn't see him. He's a human made in the image of God. The lust dehumanized him. And the Bible said daily she tried to seduce him. She saw him as a piece of meat to feed her desire. This is something interesting. Did you know? And we've got most adults here, and I'm thankful for that. There's a website called, I'm going to call it Corn, okay? It's called Corn Hub. Do you know Corn Hub is most watched on Sunday? The highest views is actually on Sundays. And when I found out that statistic, I was absolutely shocked. Because why? I was thinking, why of all days of Sunday? Sunday, we consider as the Lord's Day, as a day of worship. When people divert their worship away from God, there's a worshipping of self, there's a self-gratification, no control over eyes, no control over compassions, and it brings destruction, the fire outside of the fireplace. This is what it does. And this is why when people watch these things, it messes up their minds. Don't be surprised when you see crazy people in the streets and perversity. You know when you watch those movies and those killers and all that stuff. You know where they started? Watching, entering in their souls, and it's really messed their mind up. There was a study that said actually one of the biggest industries in the world is actually this industry of corn. 94 billion is spent on this industry. I'm scratching my head. That's more than Apple, Google, all these companies put together. There was another study that said in 2011, the Princeton Stanford University, they done a study on two men. And the two men was watching the pictures. There's a fully clothed woman. And the two men were watching this woman. The woman was not sexualized. And the psychologists, they monitored the part of the brain called the prefrontal cortex. This part of the brain helps you recognize faces and people, so you can distinguish one from another. They put the picture and the men's minds were activated. They can recognize, okay, this is a woman. But when they put a sexualized picture there, something happened. That part of the prefrontal cortex was not activated. So basically, they couldn't even perceive this woman as an actual person. Just an object. Just focusing them on the body. So Jesus was far beyond our time before there's even studies. And we can see the danger it brings. And we see that it brings depression. It brings loneliness. It starts off as a drug. It's almost like dopamine that is pumped and released, and literally now many people live a life in secret. But I have some wonderful good news. We can be delivered from this. Amen. The good news that you and I can overcome. And you know, we can head in the right direction. I mean, to put this out, if you're a single man here, let me encourage you. Best thing, God's put that desire in you. Don't think it's wrong or evil. Use it for worship and serving God. Apostle Paul, he encouraged people, if you were not to be married, serve God, give everything. Single woman, serve God, put everything. One day you never know. Listen, go on every impact team, go on outreaches, be a blessing to people, help people who are sick, cook for people. Amen. Literally follow the pattern of Christ. Listen, when I got saved, I always remember I had my little black book. And in my little black book I had all my numbers and I deleted them. So do you know what? I'm going to consecrate myself and live for Jesus. I'm not going to have any liaisons. I gave my time. I was studying. I made sure I studied hard. I was working and I said, you know what? I'm going to be involved in the Father's business. Amen. I was worshipping God. Use it. every one of us is useful here. Can you say amen?
Amen.